So it's April 1st. If you know me, you know April 1st is pretty significant. And over the past couple of weeks, it's been really hard, dealing with the world as it is. And I woke up this morning and I first thing I thought of is April 1st. I knew what I had to do. So I got up, I got in my car, and after I went and taught one of my classes, I went and got 2 beers. And on my mind all day has been questions, has been wondering, has been thinking about the 2 guys that I share this beer with on every April 1st. For those who don't know, today I always have a beer for Air Force Master Sergeant Steve Auchman, who was killed in Iraq in 2004 in Mosul Air Force Base, Mosul Air Base, on a mortar attack, and Specialist Dennis Poulin, who was killed in 2011 in Afghanistan on a convoy, vehicle rollover out of PRT Kunar in Afghanistan. Now, ever since 2010, I started writing for people. I started trying to do something better. In 2016, I made a conscious decision to put out a book and try to do something more for people. And I did that with these guys in mind, these 2 men. At present, I'm really conflicted with why we do this. Had I been killed in the war zones I was in, would I look back and say this was all worth it? And that's really hard at the time when I see what we've done and what we've gotten to. But then I think about what I can do. I think about what I do. I think about the drive over here. I think about 2 years ago when I invited someone to come join me for this beer because I was like, I need a friend, and they were busy. And I thought about driving up here now and sharing that I'm going to go do this, and thinking about the responses you get, and I thought about why we served. I thought about what I do with my business partner, and I realized I gotta come out here and have a beer for my fallen brothers and sisters and anyone who has died trying to do better for someone, for anyone. Because what else do we have if we don't have a way to give, or we don't give fully? Because we can always take over the darkness. We can always, anyone who's been to war zone can tell you, from the Vietnam veterans all the way up, and even earlier, can tell you that it's easy to fall into darkness. It's easy to hear people and not believe or trust in them anymore because they don't tell you the truth, or they don't share with you, or they desecrate your flag, or they don't even understand what you're fighting for, or the freedoms that we have, or the things that we're supposed to fight for. And so I drove out here and I'm like, what the hell am I going to say? What am I going to say to these guys who I get up for? Their memory, their image, the fact they can't. And then I thought about it, and I'm ending this with this. Every morning I wake up, I have an opportunity to share in this world something. I choose to share positive messages. I choose to show the world the simple beauty of the world. I choose to love deeply and fully the two people closest to me. I choose to try to make somebody smile every day. I choose to try to brighten somebody's day. And I do it because they can't. So no matter how much darkness goes on around me, no matter how much shit happens in this world, I do it because they can't. I do it because they're not here. And I'll continue doing it. I'll continue getting up every day because that's what I promised two men who I wouldn't know if I crossed the street, if I saw them out on the roads. Because they died in a foreign country fighting a war that we probably didn't need to be fighting. But I do it in their honor. So I hope if you are watching this, if you follow through this, if you, I don't know, that you remember their name and anybody else who has done better for people. You have a drink. It could be coffee. I don't care. For them. So, to Master Sergeant Auchman, to Dennis Poulin, and all the other brothers and sisters who've died over the years trying to fight for something we believe in. Till we meet again. Do better. Be better. That's all I can say.